Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is MC Hardaway of Relationship Arena. Welcome back. On today, we'll be discussing all things marriage, relationship, commitmentship, and situationship. So the topic for today is be careful who you choose to be in a relationship with, especially if you want to go long term. So now, let me elaborate. I know at least once in your life this has had to happen. If not, it's coming. But if I can help it, listen. So if you get with someone off of looks or just whatever draws you into this individual, that's pretty cool, depending on where it's going. And then as you get down through the process of being with this person, seeing how they are in public, how they are in private, how they conduct themselves. If you are liking all these aspects, then that's wonderful. But where the problem come in is you are intrigued with this individual, but as time goes along, you do not see any flaws. You don't see anything that sparks red flags, that gives you a halt to like, wait a minute, something's not right. You are not getting any of those vibes. But once you are agreeing to go into a commitment with this person, now all of a sudden you may see a whole nother side of this individual. You may see laziness. You may see triflingness. They might be bossy. They may be territorial. Any of these things can really hold you from having a very good and positive relationship. But then you also have to think about it. If this person has held this side of them for this amount of time and you are just now seeing this when it's time to go into a committed relationship, then that's a problem. So to try to catch some of this, because not all of it you're going to catch. There are a lot of comedians out here, okay? Chameleons. A lot of them. And a lot of stuff you will not see up front or at first. So to try to nip some of this in the bud, take your time. See who this person is with you, around your friends, your families, when you go out, when you don't go out. Just try your best, just see them for who they are in their true form. Listen to what they say. Watch what they're saying. Does their words match their actions? You need to kind of be really attentive in these areas. You don't have to go looking for anything, but just be observant, because you don't want to get down the line and you have now married this individual. They are terrible to you. They have no idea what a relationship is. They don't even want you with them, but they don't want to let you go. You don't want to get caught up in something like that. So just take your time to see who this person is, because that's just like when women get with these great guys or whom they thought was great, and then they are, let's say, pregnant, and as soon as they are now with child, now the guy wants to go his separate way, or he wants to be rude, or just a terrible individual. We don't want that. Those signs you need to try to watch out for. Don't rush into these things, because you don't want to miss this. This right here you need to be very attentive to. And that goes for the guys. The guys feel they may come across some really great woman, and she really likes him for him. Super awesome. But after maybe a year or two, he now realizing she only wanted him for what he can offer her, or what she can get out of him. And nobody wants to just be with someone that wants what they can offer, provide them. I mean, you a whole person here. Come on, wake up. You want to be liked and loved for you and you only, so that you can actually transfer that same type of energy to your partner. And so to keep down some of this crazy, unnecessary type of relationships, or the lack there is, be careful who you choose to be with. Take your time. Go do your research on it. Do you a Google search. Pull up a police report. And then now we at the end of 2021, you don't know what you gonna get. I mean, you don't know what the gender gonna be. You don't know if he was originally a she. You don't know what they started out being. I mean, like nowadays, you just don't know. You have to be a little more cautious about who you choose to be with. Would this person fit what you want for yourself and your relationship down the line? I mean, you need to really contemplate these questions carefully and see would you have something serious with this person that you're actually interested in right now. If they do not fit your aspect of what you want for yourself and collectively as a relationship, then I would suggest you put a halt to that immediately. Stop it. Do not go forward. Do not neglect the red flags if you see them early on. I know sometimes it's hard to say this and it's hard to move forward when your heart is in something, but try to catch it before your heart get into it. Because usually when the heart gets there, then the eyes tend to turn a blind eye to it. You omit a lot of things and you start to let things just go for what they are, even though you know better in the back of your head. This is not for me. I don't want this. So try to catch some of those things now. It's okay to have those conversations. Ask questions. Don't just be in a beginning stage of a relationship and you just going with the flow entirely to where you are oblivious to what he or she may want for the future, if anything. So, if you need to, honey, go check them birth certificates. Be careful out here because you don't know, you may not know who you trying to date. People are really getting messed over out here. So be careful who you choose to be with. And for my ladies or my gentlemen, if you decide you want to have a baby with this individual, make sure he or she is on that page and on that level for that and actually got something going for themselves. So that one way or the other, that baby is always taken care of and you don't have to be dragged in the mud for some stupidity that y'all could have avoided as adults a long time ago. That's all I'm saying. Be careful. Just be wise on who you choose. Because sometimes who you start with may not be who you end up with. People change. And not all the time are they changing for the better. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful. Choose wisely, okay? Don't let the heart lead you all the time. It's going to do its job, but in the meantime, use your brain, okay? Common sense still exists. Let's use it. All right. That's all I have for today. I appreciate you listening. And if you are sharing my podcast, thank you. But that is all we're going to have for today. This is Relationship Arena with your host, MC Hardaway, where we talk about all things marriage, relationship, commitmentship, and situationship. Things to avoid sometime. All right. You can catch me every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. if you want to hear me live on all platforms for our podcast. And if you want to hear your thoughts or my thoughts on what your suggestions may be for relationships or your concerns, visit my website at www.relationshiparena.com. All right, guys, that is all, and I wish you well and have a great day, and until the next podcast. Bye. Have a good one.